Hey friends, today I'm coming on to make a quick project. I'm going to create a little tag for my mom's gift bag for Christmas, and then she can use this as an ornament on her Christmas tree if she would like. So I have a scrap of blue lace because that is her favorite color. I also have these cute little dog puffy stickers from the Dollar General this year. I think it was this year. I'm pretty sure I picked these up this year. And then I also have some of these silver thickers. I thought I had some like navy blue ones, but then I realized that would just kind of, blend in with this. So I chose the silver to kind of stand out on the blue here. And then I have my ornament base here, which came from Hobby Lobby. I've got my hot glue gun on. And I also have my weeding tool here from Cricut because these acrylic bases have a protective film over the front and the back. So I always leave whatever side I'm not working on with the cover on, and then I'm going to peel this front side off. And I like to use this because it helps peel this up without kind of dinging into the acrylic there. But once you get a little corner started, you can peel it back. And then I like to lay this wherever I'm going to use it so I'm not touching the base. And then for this ornament, I think I'm going to I'm going to put Mom on here since she's my mom. I think I'm going to do her name this way. And then I'm going to put one of these stickers on this side. I think that's how I'm going to do it. So this kind of reminds me of her one dog, Foxy. And this kind of reminds me of her other dog, Sheba. And I think she would like Sheba. So I could put Sheba. I'm going to do a little trick. I'm going to actually cut Sheba, or I'm going to cut the little dog sticker that I'm naming Sheba, which is a blue heeler, and this is the closest sticker on here that even closely reminds me of her. So I'm going to cut this out, and then we can kind of play around with whether or not I should put it here, or I could probably put it there and still add her name. But if I put it there, I feel like I want to add something else. Let's see. Do I want to add a couple of flowers? I don't know if I like having the flowers beside. So I think I'm just going to add the sticker here and do the name this way, and it'll be a little different, and the main focal point will be the little dog sticker. So what I'm going to do for the lace is I'm going to add down a little bit of my ad tech. I'm going to cut this first. So we're going to cut it to about here. And then I still have some scrap left over. I think what I'm going to do is add a little bit of my ad tech down on here. But I'm also going to add a little bead of hot glue. I want to be careful that I don't melt the plastic here. And then also I don't want too much of that glue showing through. So let's see. I think that looks okay. Let me go ahead and trim the top and the bottom here. All right, and I might have to add a little bit here so it doesn't interfere with the hole there. All right, let's go ahead and add, I think let's go ahead and add the letters down. And these are just some silver glitter stickers. And I purchased these bags here that I keep them in. I purchased them from Amazon. And I will link that down below for you guys. So let's do the M-O. And I could put her name on here, you know, but she's my mom, so I'm going to do mom. And then I'm going to grab a pair of tweezers because I do not want to burn myself. We're going to start with the O. And I'm going to add a little tiny bit of hot glue on these. Only because I've had these for a little bit in my stash. And I want to make sure they stay down. So I'm going to kind of center the O the best that I can. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is a handmade gift. And then we're going to add in the two M's. And adding that O in the middle kind of lets me space the other two letters out so they're mostly even. There we go. Yeah, I definitely think I might have to add a little bit of something, just a little bit in that corner to maybe hold that down. All right, so we have the name, and it gets these awful glue strings on here, which are hard to get off, and I don't like touching the base too much, but I don't want to leave these glue strings on here. And what you could do after you add your ribbon and your letters down is take some alcohol and clean this if you wanted to, but I didn't do too bad. So then let's see, let's add the doggy. Yeah, I'm just going to add the dog there. I'm going to keep it pretty simple. And I'm going to add just a little bit of extra hot glue on the dog just to make sure it stays. And then we're going to kind of center the cute little dog. And clean up any extra glue strings. And voila! This ornament is done and super cute. I got a little glue string here. There we go. How cute is that? And super simple. I mean, you could use your Cricut and cut out some vinyl for this. You could paint on this. Last year I did these for my son's Friendsgiving, and I put like a swipe of paint, and then I put everybody's name, and then on the back I did Friendsgiving 2024, and he gave them to all of his friends. And that was fun, but I had some left over, and I thought it would be fun to create a little tag for my mom's gift bag, and she could use this as an ornament afterwards. So what I think, I'm kind of wondering if I'm going to, no, I don't want to use that. I think I'm going to grab, thinking about grabbing just some twine for this. Or we have some red. I also have this cute red, but then we got kind of a red, white, and blue situation going on. We have this green and red. The blue is throwing me off a little bit, so I think I'm just going to do the white. Or I have this fun like trim from Target, and it's kind of like the soft snowy trim. This might be fun. It's kind of like a yarn. Maybe we'll incorporate the two of those. And then what I'm thinking is, since I'm going to add this on her bag, I'm going to add this on a tag style. And then she could tie it to make it an ornament if she wants to. So let's see if I can get this through the hole though. And I think so. Yes, we can get that through. And then I'm just going to add this onto her bag like this. And I think I'm going to grab some of my twine as well. And just add a little bow on here. And I don't want it to be too long because I don't want to cover up the dog or her name. And that is really cute. Now, I will struggle off camera to peel this backing off of this so it's not so clear. So let me do that really quick. All right, so there you go. You can see how clear it is. It's not so cloudy with the film on it. You can see where a little bit of the adhesive got on here from the glue string. So I'm going to try to clean that up with some little alcohol wipes. But here's my cute little tag / ornament for my mom for Christmas. Thank you so much, guys, for stopping by and checking out my video. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.